Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us. We're going to get started in just a few minutes. Hi, everyone. I am Lisa Myrick McCrae, and I teach legal research and legal technology at Tulane, and I work as a paralegal in environmental law.
My name is Crystal Norton, and I'm an attorney. I'm barred in New York and New Jersey, and I currently teach the immigration law practice at SoPA, and I also teach the legal writing course. And it's been great. I'm so happy to be a part of SoPA and to be here with y'all today.
So we're going to talk about Excel today. And I have found, like in my own life, it was one of the things I was most intimidated about trying because I'm not a big fan of numbers. And I've seen in a lot of my tech students, they're very intimidated by Excel. But once you have kind of embraced it, you'll find you can use it in everyday life. Anything that requires numbers or organization. You can do anything from budgets, invoices, if you have like your own business, even like an Etsy shop, retirement plans, loan calculations. We used it planning my daughter's wedding a year ago with our guest list and our seating charts and budgets. And it's great for your schoolwork as well, from group assignments, just anything that you need to organize, and you can sort the information. One of the great things is, let's say you're doing a budget, you can enter everything, and then you can make a pie chart to see like every month what percentage of your budget is going to certain areas. So it's not just for accountants. In fact, it has really helped me tremendously because I did have that kind of hesitation about numbers, and Excel has changed my life.
And I just want to add as well, so I actually have a business background, like that's my undergrad degree. And I remember the original Excel, or like not the original, but like the older versions. And I get it. Like I understand why everyone was afraid of Excel, because it just was very, they had a lot of acronyms and a lot of shorthand and things like that you felt you would have to learn. But what we're kind of going to talk a little bit about today, or show you rather, is how user-friendly Excel has really gotten over the years. They have a lot of available resources within the program, and they've made it a lot easier and more accessible to people of all levels of Excel. And so that's kind of one of the things we want to hope to show you all today.
Right. It used to be you had to, it was like you were entering code, and
yeah.
it's very user-friendly now.
Yeah, for sure. So yeah, let's get started with some of the things we can show you today. Yeah, okay. So sorry, just making sure we're on the right slide. Okay, so one of the things that's cool about Excel now is they make it really easy to have things look fun. They don't have to look just like a boring Excel workbook like you might have in your mind. And so they have a lot of eye-catching designs and a lot of things beyond just the basic spreadsheet. So today we're going to show you how to use the format as a table button within the home toolbar. And that button is actually really great for a lot of different reasons, including that it has built-in formulas that are actually kind of complicated. So it kind of makes it so that you don't have to learn all of those formulas. We'll also be doing the ideas function, which is pretty cool. It does a lot of things with the information once you put it into a spreadsheet. And then we're also going to show you how to create charts. So they have like a recommended charts feature now, and it makes it really easy to input data into an Excel spreadsheet, copy that chart over to say a PowerPoint or a Word document, and then as you update that information in the Excel spreadsheet, it automatically updates in the other Microsoft program. So that's really great if you are a teacher and you have, you know, different PowerPoint presentations that you have to update over the course of years and semesters. If you're doing a project and you're doing research, you can update your research as you go and all of your charts will update. So it's really a great feature and it can be used in a lot of different ways. So we'll cover those three things first. And then next we'll start going on to like different formulas and stuff. It does seem like nonsense. Formulas are a little bit weird at first, but they've really made them a lot easier than I remember them. There was like brackets everywhere and capital letters and symbols, and it was pretty painful. And they're still that. They're not painful, but they still are comprised of the different coding mechanisms, but they've made them a lot easier to use and follow. So we're going to show you first how to pull the different templates. So templates are great because they've really made a wide variety of templates within Excel now, and the formulas are already inputted for you. You just need to input the information that is relevant to the template and to what you want to use it for. And then they also have something now called the formula builder, which is pretty cool. It comes up on the side, opens up, and it takes you step by step through the formula. So then that way you're not having to figure out where the numbers go, which part goes where, and so on. So we have that as well, and we'll talk a little bit about that. And then we also have the Autosum feature, which is a wonderful, wonderful thing. It does all of the basic mathematical formulas. So it does Autosum, average, max, and min. And so that's great for different reasons, but essentially you just highlight things, click the button, and there you go. So we'll take you through that as well. And then Lisa is wonderful, and she has made a budget. And so hopefully we will have time to show you that as well, and then show you a little bit more with formulas.
And one thing about the formulas too, if there's something that you want Excel to do and you aren't sure how to do it in the formula builder, or you don't know what the budget is, Google. Excel has all the formulas like available, like how do I do this? And you can find that formula.
Yeah, and YouTube University is a wonderful place.
Yes.
You can always just go on YouTube if there's something in particular you're looking to do. They'll screen share on there. You'll be able to see it, and it will help you kind of guide through the different formulas or building something in particular if you're looking for a particular type of document. But all right, well, let's get going with sharing some stuff with y'all. So I'm going to share my screen now. I think I'm going to try. Continue. Okay. So let's start with this very first slide. So here I'm going to show y'all how to make a table. So now, as you can see, I'm running this on a Mac. So just keep that in mind. It's very similar with a PC, but it's just the buttons are a little bit different. The toolbars are named something different. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out, anybody know how to move this bar? That's all right. Just do this real quick. There we go. Okay. So the first thing you're going to want to do is go to Home or the main toolbar. And you're going to see right here that there are a lot of different options for formatting the actual cell style. So these are the cells. This is a cell, column, row. Okay. So if you want to create a table, you would just go here, and you can see there's all kinds of like fun colors and different designs. You have like a very light basic minimalist style, a medium colored style, and then a dark style. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go over here. You're gonna highlight whatever you want formatted into a table. You're gonna click Format as Table. We're gonna go with yellow. Feels like summer, right? So we'll do yellow. Okay, and see it puts, this is like a formula, right? And like, who wants to remember how to put that in? Nobody. That's why it's great that they allow you to do it. So you'll hit okay, and it formats it like this for you. Now, what's really cool about this is there's lots of different things you can do within this table as well. So say you know that this expense is like your electric bill, and you want to organize which months have the highest electric bill. If you click on this, it will show you your options to organize them. So ascending, your lowest bill was in August, and it reorganizes all of them by this column. Your lowest month was August. Your highest month was April. I think that's a little backwards for Louisiana, but that's okay. We'll go with it. So that's one of the features there that is really great. And one of the other things that's really hard to do is formatting. You'll see that the colors go every other row. That's like a specific way that things can be put into Excel, and here it does that for you automatically, which is really nice. And then you can also do, let's see, format cells. Come on, there we go. And this will allow you to input the category, change the font, alignment, however you want the text to be. You can make a border around it. Fill is the color of the box. And then protection is super cool. Protection is so that it locks the numbers in place, so that somebody won't change them or move them around. Okay, so those are the basics with formatting as a table. Like I said, not nearly as scary as one would think, I don't think, anyway. And it's fun because you can do like lots of different styles, which is nice. So that's tables. Let's take a look at the ideas function. So say you're trying to do something with different due dates, and you have, this was fun because I was like, what classes did I take my first semester in college? I was like, oh, I took biology, linguistics, geology. Okay, and then these would be like your due dates, right, for different major assignments. And as you can see, there are a lot of duplicates. You have a bunch of things due on March 3rd, a couple of things due on February 10th. So it might be helpful to know how this information fits together so that you can plan accordingly to meet your deadlines. So if you go to, let's see, where did it go? I want to make sure I pick the data. I feel like it's here, I just can't see it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Okay. So if you highlight the information and then you click ideas, ooh, so it gives you a whole bunch of different ways to look at the information based on what you have here. So this, if you want to label the rows something specific, it says counts of February, you can see you have February 2nd, and then you have 2 due on February 10th. You also can look at the information in, line graphs, if that's something that is easier for you. This is more about like increases and decreases, which is good for business. So if you have, you want to do your projections or you want to do your actual sales, those charts or those pivot tables is what they're called, would be really helpful. But this is a really useful table if you just want to see numbers in their most basic form. So if you click that, it will open it up over here for you. And then that way you are getting it in a different workbook page, a sheet, and you can see here all the different stuff. And then it has here just different information. Okay. So that's something to kind of play around with, but it's a nice way to kind of get started. I really like that it opens it up in a separate sheet, mostly because then I don't get too nervous about messing around with the information in it. I'd say that's like the biggest thing with Excel. Don't be scared to play around with it and just kind of click on things. If you're moving around information, just copy the slide. Like this. And then that way, if you mess up any data in here, it's not the end of the world. You'll still have the original. Okay? So the third part, this is my favorite part. So we're going to do the recommended charts feature. So charts are fun for lots of different things. You might want to use them for a business proposal. You might have a kid who needs to do some kind of project. You might be doing a project. You might need them for a class. You might need them to give a presentation. Endless reasons why we need charts. Charts are the best. So if you highlight the information and then you go to insert, okay? And then you'll see they have like all the different options. These are all the different chart options that they have. I mean, they have maps. How cool is that? But they have like all these different charts. But really the fun part is this one. You just click recommended charts and it will show you all of the information in the different types of charts available. Okay. Let's go with a good old pie chart. I feel like those are fun and I could go for some pizza right now. And so you have the pie chart here and you have different this is the different styles of pie charts that you can do. And the different styles show the information just a little bit differently. So I'll make this bigger for you all to see more clearly. But you can see right now it has the years down here and it aligns with the different colors. Okay. But what you can do is if you do this, it breaks it down by percentage, and then it also puts the year here. Or you might like this one, where it's like a little faded, you know, a little style thing. This one changes the background color. You have this where it changes the position and has different lines. So there are a lot of different stylistic elements that can come into play if you're looking to make the chart look a certain way based on your presentation or document. Now, all you have to do is, you know, go to copy, just like you would in a Word document. Open your Word document, a blank Word document, paste, and it's set on default to automatically carry over data from the Excel spreadsheet. So if you go into the Excel spreadsheet and say the population for 2005 was incorrect, it's actually 2000. People really moved away from that town. They didn't like it. So 2000, you'll see that this updated. Now this is 7%, the yellow. And voila, also 7% in your Word document. And you would just do the same process to copy and paste into a PowerPoint presentation. Okay. And then the next couple of things are related to the formulas. So I'm going to show y'all the templates stuff, and then I'm going to turn it over to Lisa and she can go through the formula stuff. Autosum is like super fun, so I'm kind of jealous. Okay. Okay, so all you have to do for a template, I want to make sure yeah. So you do file, and then you have new or new from template. New just opens up a Excel screen share or Excel workbook like this, screen share. I'm reading it from the top of my screen. But if you do new from template, you get all of the basic templates that Excel now has available to you. And there are just so many options now. You have personal budgets, family budgets, college comparison tracker, mortgage loan calculator, household organizer, credit card payoff calculators, tracking your tasks. They have calendars, your finance report, invoice. I know Lisa mentioned those. You have a timesheet if you are invoicing, doing billables or hours. You have online sales tracker, so things like Etsy, trip planner. Oh, that would be nice, right? Workout log. I should probably download that one. But you know, so you have like lots of different options. I'm going to take you all into the college course manager so you can see what that looks like. So as you can see, they have here just a class schedule, which is really cool. I wish I had this when I was in college. Although I hope I wasn't going to class at 3 a.m. But they have all of the different timetables that you can create, and you just input the information. These are the different sheets down here, just like it is on this one. And so here you have your different credits. So how many credits do you have? What courses are you taking? What were your grades? A college budget, which all college students should have. And so it talks about your income, how much your financial aid is, how much you get from loans, how much your other income is. So it gives you your monthly net income. Then you go here, it's your expenses, what you should be saving, where you can spend it. So they have lots of information there. And then they have books, which books you need to get, which books you have, which books you might want to sell. So lots of useful information just in this one spreadsheet, and it's all done for you. All you need to do is input the information specific to your circumstances. All right. Are you ready, Lisa?
Sure.
Want to do some? Okay.
So just 2 points showing that course manager when you're making a list of the books that you want. Mm-hmm. One thing I've seen them use is to put people have rental books, like when the rental books are due back. Mm-hmm. And they can even like trigger a reminder in their Google Calendar from that.
Very true.
Because I've had students that, you know, they might rent a book from Amazon, they might rent one from the bookstore at different dates where they're due back. So just something to keep track of. And also the weight or the workout manager. I've seen people use the line charts to track their weight. You know, like say they've got a weight loss goal. They can keep track of it with a very visible line chart to keep you.
Well, I mean, yeah, I'm looking at this though, and I'm like, huh, you know, maybe I should download that. My quarantine diet. Okay. Do you want to share your screen, Lisa?
Sure. So what I did basically was I took the student budget and have I just input some information, and just so that we can kind of look at it and play around with it. All right, so here I just have, you know, like I did a budget for August, and the Autosum feature. One way that you can do it, like I wanted the income, so I just highlight that, and then you go up here and you click Autosum, and so that's the figure that it comes up with. And then if it, I did the same thing for expenses, just the Autosum, and then down here, what I did was for monthly income, this is the cell is B27, so you know, that's B27. I'm sorry, actually that would be B10, where I've gone down a page. So this is B10. So that's going to be down here with my monthly income. And then we've got monthly expenses, which is B27. And you can see in the bar, you know, it gives you the information. And then subtracted those. Subtracted the expenses from the income, and you get this. And the great thing is, let's say my books were really $900, it's going to automatically update everything. You know, let's hope your laundry doesn't cost $400. It's, you know, automatically updates all your totals. And then if you want to look at where is my money going, and I know a lot of banks do this as well now. You know, on your online statements, you'll see how you're spending. But if you go to insert charts, and again, mine looks a little different because I'm on a PC, not a Mac, but I can pick a chart, and there it's got everything broken down to where my expenses are. So this is like grocery and car expenses. So basically, you know, the great thing is you can manipulate Excel so well. You know, if I wanted to, let's say I've got another expense that comes up, I just insert a row. I could say maybe parking tickets. That seemed to be a thing when I had college students. And so you add that, everything's updated. And this is a formula, I mean, this is a template that actually came from mint.com. So a lot of places, a lot of even there's a financial planner. He has a bunch of Excel templates that you can download for free. And so you can customize things the way that you would like to. And there's also a website, it's called GFC Learn or learnfree.org. And it actually has it's a free program and with lots of Excel lessons and walkthroughs that you can do. You can even, if you sign in for an account, it'll even let you track your progress. And it will give you real hypotheticals to work through with Excel. So that's just something you guys might want to check out.
Lisa, we have, it looks like Michael is wondering if we can show how to do the subtraction formula again.
Sure. So, I mean, the easy way is, so you would just put, let's say, show you how I did this. So if you go into, this is kind of like the oldest, you know, this is an older way to do. So you could take, so this is, I want to subtract, let me get down here. So I've got, this cell is B46. So I do just B46 minus B47 minus B48. I'm sorry. And that will give me my formulas. And that, so I'm in the negative there. And there, you can also do it. Do you want to show how you did it on your Mac with the?
Sure. Let's see. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so if you go to here and you want to Autosum, you just go to formulas, Autosum, and you have sum, average, count numbers, max, and min. If you do sum, it just comes up right underneath here. And then if you want to do formulas, now they have the formula builder, which is super cool. But you'll see you have like all of the different options here. You now have the ability to pick what they are based on type. So these are ones that are recently used. I recently saw that they have a Unicode one. I have a Chromebook too. And I was like, cool, it'll tell me all my Unicodes that I need to know because I don't have like a Control-Alt function. And then you have financial, so you have the basic ones for finances. But this is what we were talking about earlier. Like, who knows what some of these? I don't know what that means. What is DDB? I have no idea. But if you click on it, I'm going to minimize this. You can see over here on the right, what happens is it tells you what you need to input here. And then down here, it explains to you, returns the depreciation of an asset for a specified period using the double declining balance method. Okay. And then it shows you here, cost is the initial cost of the asset. Salvage is the salvage value. And then you just input the different numbers here, you click done, and it puts the formula with the information right into wherever. And then if you wanted to highlight stuff that's in the sheet to go to the different parts of the formula, you click on it, you highlight it, and it comes up in different colors like this. So this is like a lot of this is just playing around with different things. But mostly with Autosum, it's great because these are the most common you'll use. But I think that covers everything. Do you have anything that you want to add, Lisa?
Just kind of the same thing you said. You just have to get in there and play. And don't be intimidated. It's going to help you with your numbers. It's fantastic. I use it literally. I work on spreadsheets all day long, and have incorporated them into my daily life. And I can't recommend it enough.
Yeah. I'm using them right now for I'm recently self-employed. And so I'm using them for my taxes.
Yes.
Yeah, who doesn't love doing those? But if you do it, you make your spreadsheet and you keep track of everything, it makes tax time a lot better. So just things like that.
Also, with it being hurricane season, it's also nice to have like a home inventory.
Yeah.
That hopefully we won't have to use, but should you have to make an insurance claim, it's helpful as well.
Not a bad tip. I'll add that to my list, my work log and everything else. My workout log.
Yep, everything. All right, thank you guys.
Yes, thank you so much. Feel free to contact us. I hope that you enjoyed the session and found it useful. And SoPA is a wonderful institution. Tulane's a great place. So please join the community if you're so inclined.